Hello everybody, this is Rockhound. Happy New Year. I figured what better way to celebrate the New Year than creating and setting off some of our very own fireworks here. So I'd like to cover the basics of making fireworks all the way through some of the really cool advanced fireworks that you can create, and just go step by step. In case you haven't seen how these are made yet, I'm going to try to cover every aspect of them to just clarify some things. So first of all, to make fireworks, you're going to need a bunch of stuff, and I've created a little fireworks building station in a test world here. Ignore the little guys in the distance there. Those are unwilling participants in an experiment I had going on earlier. The very first things that you'll need to start making fireworks are paper and gunpowder. With those two, just those two things, you can make the very simplest type of firework, which is this little plain firework rocket. If I set this off, it shoots up, but then nothing. There's no explosion, there's nothing else, just a little whistle and some sparkles. To get anything better than that, you're going to need to start adding more stuff. And the first thing you will want to look at are colors. So you can use, oh, got those in the wrong spot. You can use any color dye in Minecraft to make these. And I'm just going to grab these all out of here. We've got all kinds of stuff we can do. So if you add just a gunpowder with any color dye, we'll do blue as an example, you get this. It's a fireworks star, and this is the primary ingredient in all of the fireworks that go beyond that simple little rocket that we just set off. So the fireworks star, this one's going to be it lists all of the features of that particular one below it, and you can see it says a small ball in blue. So let's make that one. Let's make a couple more. And we will put in, let's see, we'll make a brown one, then a yellow. How about an orange? Now something that's cool that you can do with these is actually add in more than one color. So if I wanted to, let's see, that's blue, brown, orange, yellow. Let's put in a green and add to that some purple. Why not? So now if you put your cursor over the fireworks star before you make it, it'll show you all the features of it still, but you see now it has green and purple listed as the colors, and you can add, I believe, as many colors as you want. So let's see, red, green, yellow. Let's do a little experimental one here. We'll do white and black, light gray and black. That's not white. I could get some bone meal and use it as white. And then let's just, for fun, we'll do one with all the colors that we can fit in here. And I'm probably going to, let's get rid of the black and put in a dark green there. Okay, so it goes off the side of the screen, but it should contain all of those colors, and so you can do that with the fireworks star. And now these are still just the very basic fireworks stars. They're all, that first line has never changed. The shape is still a small ball. But let's go ahead and take these, put them back into the crafting window. Now these won't do anything by themselves. I could click on the ground or do anything with these. They're not gonna do anything. But if you put them in the crafting window and then put a piece of paper with them and a single gunpowder, ta-da, that's our first real firework. So you can see the flight duration is dependent upon this gunpowder right here. There are three options for that. There's one gunpowder, or two, gives you a flight duration 2, or 3, flight duration 3. And those, let me check that. yeah, so the flight duration 1, it will fly up 12 to 21 blocks. Flight duration 2, it'll go up 23 to 38. And flight duration 3 will go 40 to 57. And that's what it says on the wiki anyway. So we'll trust them. I find that if you really want to see them all and get the best visual effect, unless you're launching them from below ground or something, I would stick with the flight duration 1. That's where you get the best result for the materials, and you want to be able to see these. That's the whole point. So unless you were setting up some kind of a fireworks show for a crowd that was going to be sitting farther back or something, I would just stick with the single flight duration ones. Now when I save, let's see, those are all multicolor ones, so I'm going to go ahead and do those now. We'll make some more. And they will stack if you do the exact same one. They will stack, but we're just doing one of each type. Okay, so we've got a little collection started. Now I kept these are some pretty basic ones, and I kept them out to show one other feature right now. Again, you need paper, you need a gunpowder, but you can also put in more than one of these fireworks stars. So now you're starting to see you can add multiple colors into each fireworks star. You can add multiple fireworks stars into each firework and get 2 explosions out of that one. So you could potentially put 7 of these fireworks stars that contained multiple colors into this single firework and have a huge variation in colors and shapes just in a single rocket. So let's grab that and put these on my hotbar. I'm gonna set my time in the game tonight so we can set these off and see what we've got so far. Okay, let's launch off a couple fireworks. So again, these are all, the shape of these should all be the same. It's just the color that will change. There's our blue. That must have been, I should look at these before I set them off. Okay, this has got a bunch of different colors: green, light gray, lime, blah 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 blah. Here we go. Ah, lots of colors. That, I think, was the brown one. Not a popular firework color. Yellow. Here's a red, green, yellow. Cool. Okay, and this is the last one that we put in the multiple firework stars into. So you can see an example of that. And those are actually, the one thing about that is they do overlap. So that looked basically like one we just put in multiple colors of. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Lots of color variation. But we want to go farther than that. And the next step is shapes. There are other shapes that you can leave the shape out and just have the small ball, or you can put in, we'll just take them all. We still have inventory space. You can put in one of these 4 items to change the shape further. You can put in fire charges, feathers, gold nuggets, or wither skeleton skulls. And they said any of the masks, decorative masks, will give you the same creeper face shape. But obviously in survival, the wither skeleton skull is the only one that's available right now. So unless you're building these in creative, that's what you're going to have to use. Okay, so let's do some examples of this. I'm just going to throw a big stack of gunpowder in there. Let's do a blue fireworks star. Now before you click this out of here, we want to start adding in some other stuff into this window. Just like we could add in some multiple colors before, now we can add in something to modify the shape. And if you put in a fire charge where it said small ball at the top before, now it'll say large ball, lime, blue. You cannot add more than one shape. So you can only do one shape at a time, otherwise it'll not have the crafted fireworks star in the window here to pull out. But you can keep adding colors just like before. So there we have the large ball, green, lime, and blue. And let's just make one of each here. We'll make a yellow with the feather, and the feather gives you a burst shape. And the gold nugget will give you a star shape. Let's make an orange star. Star-shaped orange fireworks star. And the wither skeleton skull, like I said a moment ago, is going to be creeper shaped. Something to note about the creeper shape is it is a shaped firework, and it will only work one direction when you set it off. Okay, let's make some more fireworks here. You also have to be very careful not to, if you're going to keep stuff in here for further fireworks in the crafting window, you don't want to shift click these, because let me show you what happens. Let me put in, okay, so I have 6 paper here, bunch of gunpowder, and only 1 firework starter. Now usually with the way crafting recipes work in Minecraft, if I shift clicked this output area here, it would put this firework down in my quick bar and leave the unused components up here, even if they made something else. So if you had like some other recipe that would work, that it wouldn't automatically generate everything. Fireworks, if I shift click that, it uses everything in the window that it can and can mass produce a whole bunch of different fireworks. But often, if you don't have enough shapes or colors in there, you'll end up with a bunch of these plain firework rockets, and you'll use up either your paper or your gunpowder. Because these, well, they're cool if you use a bunch at one time, are not that exciting. All right, let's set off our new rockets. Okay, here's this one. This is the large ball, green, lime, and blue. Then there's a burst, then a star shaped, and finally the creeper shaped. We'll do those in order. So large ball. Much cooler. Okay, this is the, what did I say? Burst. The burst yellow. I'm just right clicking to set them off. Little burst. There's a star shaped. Ooh. And creeper face. Now let me see. If I hit F3, I am facing east. I believe that's correct, east or west. Let's double. Yeah, let me. Hopefully I've got this right. Otherwise we'll have to make a new one to see it. Now, that was north and south, right? Let's make another one really quick, just to I can't do them here, just to get the full effect of that. And I'm thinking that it's kind of random, because I could have sworn it was east and west when you'd see the shape. But let's look north and south here. Yeah, it does seem to change a little bit, which is unfortunate when you set them off like that. Ignore this mess back here. Failed experiment. All right, so we've added colors in all kinds of different varieties, and we've added some shapes. The other thing that you can add are these extras: glowstone dust and diamond. Now those are obviously some pretty rare components, especially the diamond, but I think it kind of makes it worth it if you have a lot and you're going to set off a big fireworks display or something. So let's put in a bunch of paper, a bunch of gunpowder, and make some other fireworks using these extras. So first of all, I'm just going to do, let's just do red and blue. So these are going to be the same. If I take this out, they'll work. So we've got a red and blue with a large ball, and let's add in, for the first one, we're going to add in a diamond. And what that does is adds a third item on there called trail. Now the trail does just like it sounds. After the firework explodes, the colors look like they leave a trail. And this glowstone dust will add twinkle, which adds a little twinkling on the end and a kind of a crackly sound. So I'm going to just make these, and you can see the difference. And in fact, let me make one without either of the specials in it. Okay, so this is the basic one. Then we'll go to twinkle, then we'll do trail, and I tell you what, since we're doing that, let's do one with both. You can, unlike the shapes, you can add both of these special effects to the fireworks star, so you can get a trail and a twinkle at the same time. All right. So there are our 4 rockets that should be identical, except for the added kind of special effect at the end. All right, so here's the first one. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, let's add this one, which is the twinkle. That was the glowstone dust. Ooh. And then the trail. Awesome. And now here is the one with twinkle and trail. Very, very cool. Alright, so using all those colors and shapes and extras, you can build some pretty awesome fireworks. You can also add some other stuff to these. They get even more complex than that. So let's do some gunpowder. We'll do some, let's do the same thing we did just a minute ago. We're going to add a couple colors, orange and purple. Let's pick just a random shape here. We'll do the stars. So that's star-shaped purple orange. Let's add the twinkle and the trail. Why not? Those are awesome. Okay, so we'll get 2 of those. And now if I added paper, I would get just two fireworks like we just did. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the gunpowder in the paper, leave the fireworks star in there, and at this point, if you have nothing else in the window, you can actually add in more color. So we have purple and orange, and let's add in some red. So, star-shaped purple orange, and now it's going to fade to this red color. And I think what happens if yeah. So I can make purple orange fade to red and blue. So you can have multiple colors that it fades to from multiple colors. So we're going to take that. And I don't think you can... This is fade to red blue. If you add blue again, it just overrides that. Okay, so now we've got those 2 that are fading out. And let's go back and let's go ahead and make these into fireworks and see what that fade looks like. Okay, so this one is purple orange fade to red. This one's purple orange fade to red and blue. Nice. That was fade to red, and it looked like the trail. If you have the the trail effect added on there. It's the fade color, or turns into the fade color. That was red and blue. Awesome. I love fireworks. So that, I think, covers all of the different varieties and variables that you can put into these. You can see that the effects and special features you can add to these are just about endless. So, I mean, you could do a fireworks display every day and have it be different each time. I don't have the pick on me, but I also wanted to point out that fireworks, I've been right-clicking those, and that's one way to set them off by hand. There is another way, and let's just randomizing stuff here. Sure, why not? I'm just making a couple really quick because I wanted to point out that fireworks don't have to be set off by hand. They can be set off out of a dispenser, so that you can come up with some pretty cool ways to set them off and set up a fireworks display. And that's what this little experiment over here I had going on was. And it's not a totally failed experiment, but oh, I had some already built and in there. Oh, that's what I wanted. Just plain fireworks rockets without any color or anything. And here's what I want to do. This is what I was doing. I was trying to get these villagers into these carts, because when a cart goes over a detector rail, then the block below it gets powered, and then I've got a little redstone over with these dispensers on the top, and when the cart goes over it, it will power those and shoot them off. And if there's it's hard to there we go. If there's a villager in the cart, it'll keep going at full momentum. So that's one fun way that I've found to set off some of these fireworks. You can also do cool things like this, where you've got carts off to the sides, and if you go over the pressure plate, it will set that cart in motion too. So, potential for an awesome fireworks display. If you set up a bunch of dispensers and some redstone, maybe recruit a bunch of villagers to help you, whether they want to or not. I think pigs in the carts might work just as easy. Come on, go on there. It's fighting with me. Wow, you can't push a minecart. There we go. Ooh. All right. Well, that's my Minecraft fireworks tutorial, and I hope you had a happy New Year. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.